Right now at 5, a Fountain City suspect accused of hiding a dead body is now identified. And a La Crosse Central High School student is in custody after bringing a loaded gun to school.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 5.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 5. I'm Ken Kozorowski. Emily is off tonight. Authorities have identified the man accused of hiding a corpse in his Fountain City mobile home. 69-year-old Arthur McMullen is charged with hiding a corpse and numerous counts related to animal mistreatment. Buffalo County authorities arrested him Wednesday after they found a woman's body while making an eviction call to a mobile home. The officers also found roughly 70 animals. According to the criminal complaint, McMullen said the body belonged to his wife, that she'd been having medical problems and died about 6 weeks ago. He claimed he kept her death a secret because he feared his pets would be taken away. Police said the animals were severely underfed and had numerous health concerns. They have all been sent to shelters. McMullen is held on a $10,000 cash bond. He'll appear in Buffalo County Court November 1st. The Buffalo County Humane Association in Mondovi has received most of McMullen's pets. Shelter officials say they've taken in about 47 cats from that incident. They're currently screening them for medical conditions. The shelter administrator says the cats are all severely underweight with fleas and other health concerns.
There are a lot of untreated ear infections, probably ear mites. Several of them have respiratory infections, so we're treating what we can.
The shelter says about 15 of the cats have been examined so far, and they are all expected to recover. They're planning to send the cats to other shelters and foster homes once they recover. The Humane Association is in desperate need of pet-related items. We have a link to their Facebook page on our website. A La Crosse Central High School student is in custody after allegedly bringing a loaded gun to school. Police say a staff member found a gun in a jacket that was left in a classroom this morning. The staff member alerted a school resource officer who then secured the gun. That student now faces charges of possession of a firearm in school, carrying a concealed weapon, and possession of THC. A senior said the incident left him on edge for the rest of the day.
It made me a little uneasy. I did stay here the whole day, but I was still extra cautious than the normal day because of the situation that was at hand.
The name of the student has not been released. The school district has sent out a message providing resources for those who may be mentally affected by the incident.
Well, we certainly got desperately needed rainfall yesterday. Not a lot. We definitely could use more, but overall, a lot of areas picked up maybe between about 3 and 4 tenths. Now, if you see, the higher amounts are to the south of the area right now where they picked up much more precipitation. But all in all, La Crosse picked up 4 tenths, a little bit less up Eau Claire, so some of the areas did get a little bit more, but overall it was needed. But not tonight. We're not going to see any type of precipitation tonight. We're looking at really wonderful conditions too, more seasonable, clear skies, a little cooler than used to, but all in all, pretty typical temperatures to see as playoff football begins for both areas. Similar to La Crosse, those northwest winds, which were breezy during the day, are going to die off a little bit, getting back down to 46. Clear skies and dry conditions. And overall temperatures right now still in the middle up 50s, pretty close to where we should be this time of year. Just a few clouds out there, and the winds are starting to die down, but they have been breezy from the northwest, so you felt that overall. Tonight, area-wide, should be more in the 30s and 20s, more typical, but it will be colder than what we're used to. The good news going forward is we got warming conditions once again through the weekend and early next week. In fact, I can't rule out the 80 coming back before we do have more precipitation next week. Much needed, and it could be more significant too, so we'll break that down too a bit later.
All right. Thank you, Greg. Jackson County authorities have released the name of the man involved in a fatal car crash on Monday. According to the sheriff's office, 36-year-old Catlin Donnelly of Melrose died in the accident. A Facebook post from Melrose Mindoro Youth Flag Football says Donnelly was a coach for first and second graders. He was on the way home from practice with his 6-year-old son at the time of the crash. His son is in the hospital with serious injuries. Now on Saturday, the Mustang community is hosting a Pass the Helmet donation drive during games over at West Salem Elementary School. That'll be from 8 a.m. to noon. Proceeds will support the son's medical bills. If you can't make it to the games, we'll include a link to the donation site on all of our digital platforms. Viterbo University is receiving a 3-year, $300,000 suicide prevention grant. The Garrett Lee Smith Suicide Prevention Fund has provided this grant. The U.S. Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration supports it. That organization aims to lead public health initiatives and service delivery efforts that promote mental health. So Viterbo will use the money to ensure students receive referrals to Mayo Clinic Health System, Amplify Health, or other necessary resources.
Being a warm, welcoming place for students, being somebody that they think they can trust to share what's going on with them, we can help connect the dots. But we just got to get them in here first, and typically those students that use our services, seem happy.
Viterbo is the only Wisconsin college to receive that grant. Elon Musk's Political Action Committee is paying an Eau Claire man $1 million. Musk's America PAC posted today on X that Brian Bauer is getting $1 million for signing the PAC's petition to support the Constitution. Musk's PAC has promised to give away $1 million a day through a lottery system up until Election Day. Voters are only eligible for the money if they live in a swing state like Wisconsin. Now, the DOJ has criticized this sweepstakes, warning it could violate federal election laws. A new program in La Crosse schools is preparing students for a career path in the culinary arts. And these future chefs say the program is already making a big difference in their cooking.
Get an 11% rebate on your bathroom remodel now at Menards. Create your dream bathroom with Sterling tubs and showers. They'll fit your style and budget and are easy to clean. Get this ensemble shower for only $669.99 after rebate. Check out our great selection of over 100 Magic Woods vanities. These high-quality vanities add a unique style and functional storage. This Haverhill vanity is $328.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
I believe in bringing people together, like my family and neighbors did when I was growing up on the north side of La Crosse. And now that I'm in the state legislature, it's why I focus on bipartisanship, because my whole being is focused on bringing people together to find solutions to make everyone a winner. I've appreciated the opportunity to be your state representative, and if I'm reelected, that's what I'm going to continue to do. My entire focus will be on bringing people together to make Wisconsin a better state.
Insanity. Doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result.
Would you have done something differently than President Biden during the past 4 years?
There is not a thing that comes to mind.
Kamala wouldn't change a thing? Their weakness invited wars, welfare for illegals, while Americans struggle. Now Kamala wants higher taxes on top of higher prices. We can't afford 4 more years of Kamala.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
I'm Rebecca Cook, and like most folks in Wisconsin, I'm somewhere in the middle.
Oh, please. Don't be fooled by Rebecca Cook. She made her living trying to elect Democrat extremists. Cook proudly supported radicals who want to defund police, end cash bail, and throw open the border. No wonder extremists like AOC are spending big bucks to elect liberals like Cook. Rebecca Cook, just another liberal trying to fool you. Congressional Leadership Fund is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Ram is built to serve, and you'll find the Ram you're looking for at Pischke Motors in West Salem or Pischke Motors La Crosse.
It's the Ram Power Days sales event. Stop into Pischke Motors now to get over 20% off MSRP on a 2024 Ram 1500 or get 0.9% APR for 72 months. With unparalleled durability, towing, hauling, Ram has you covered. Hurry in. This offer ends October 31st.
Start your search at Pischke.com and then drive away in your new Ram.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
This year, the La Crosse School District is rolling out a new program that's preparing students for a future in food. News 8 Now's Allison Fergit has the story.
Ken, the Culinary Arts Academy is a capstone course offering for students interested in culinary, hospitality, and tourism careers. And while the program is still in its infancy, it's already leaving a lasting impact.
The hospitality and tourism industry is one of the biggest industries in our economy, and there's always a need for people to go into that. So it's a great way to offer students kind of a exploration pathway into what those careers might look like.
La Crosse's Culinary Arts Academy, preparing students for their next steps after high school.
It is something that we have been working on for the last nearly 2 years, but been able to kick off this fall.
Using curriculum from a national food service program, students learn advanced kitchen skills that they can bring into a professional setting. While cooking techniques are a focus, the overall goal of the academy is to make students career ready.
We also focus a lot on what does it look like to be a professional in hospitality and tourism. So really working on professionalism, communication, teamwork, working under pressure.
The academy came to be thanks in part to an agreement with Western Technical College. When Western dissolved its culinary program, Rotarine proposed that the La Crosse School District use the space.
Our facilities in our high schools are residential kitchens, and while they work well, they are limited to what we can do. So having access to a multi-million-dollar industrial culinary space is truly a gift.
It feels more professional, and so I think the students act more professional.
And students are already seeing growth in both their cooking and communication skills.
Some of our classmates don't go to the same school as me, so like communicating with them was like a hard thing. Further on, we got to know each other and communicating more and making our dishes way better.
Although the academy is still in its first few months, the district and students say interest is spreading.
We have like a lot of people wanting to join for next year, so I think it's going to grow more in the future.
Right now, the Culinary Arts Academy is a one-year program, but there is a possibility that it could become a two-year program later on. Ken?
I would have jumped at that opportunity if I had it in high school. Thank you, Allison. Participating students also have the opportunity to go through an apprenticeship with local businesses in the culinary field. The academy is open to juniors and seniors in the La Crosse School District. Contamination continues. More Americans are getting sick from a bacteria outbreak linked to McDonald's menu items.
And we definitely got warmer conditions going throughout the weekend and next week, but we also have more rainfall, which we desperately need. We'll kind of time out what the temperatures look like going into next week and how much rain we might get next week. That all coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
From cozy breakfast nooks to formal dining areas, Ashley has versatile dining options that fit any space and style, starting at just $499.99. And receive a $250 mattress credit with the purchase of any 6-piece bedroom set. Only at Ashley. Shop more deals in-store and online.
Quartz takes a different approach to health insurance. We know every life well lived is a journey, and we're here to light the way at every step. That's why for 40 years we've been alongside the doctors and hospitals who know what their communities need. Because they're a part of them. Because we're a part of them. There's a fire burning in all of us. Let's ignite it together. Quartz. Find your spark.
When I was 5, I began getting sexually abused by my stepfather, and he got me pregnant when I was 12. "64,000 pregnancies from rape have occurred in states with total abortion bans. And Trump did this. Women and girls need to have choices. With Kamala Harris, we do."
I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message.
Eric Hovde's trying to scare you. The truth is, no sex change surgeries take place on minors in Wisconsin. 0. And Tammy Baldwin didn't give funding to a transgender clinic. It's actually a youth homeless shelter. Eric Hovde knows that. But he's a billionaire banker who thinks he can lie about anything, including falsely attacking Tammy Baldwin by questioning her personal life. Wisconsin's better than Eric Hovde.
I'm Tammy Baldwin, and I approve this message.
The Board Store 35th anniversary, you could win. Third prize, $1,944 savings certificate. I was born in October 1944. Second prize, $1,989 savings certificate. I started the Board Store October 1989. First prize, $2,024 savings certificate. I'm celebrating 35 years at the Board Store. Call or visit our showroom soon. Better products.
Better people.
Better prices.
The Board Store, improving your home, improving your life.
Looking for a better night's sleep? Ashley Sleep offers 3 different mattress lines for every body, from soft, cloud-like comfort to firm next-level support. Or wake up on the bright side of the bed with a Nectar mattress starting at $799. Now available at Ashley. Shop more deals in-store and online.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
More Americans are getting sick from McDonald's Quarter Pounders containing E. coli. The CDC and FDA report 75 people have now gotten sick across 13 states. That list includes 22 hospitalizations and 1 death. Most illnesses tied to the outbreak continue to be in Colorado. Federal authorities are investigating the source of the bacteria, but the FDA says the slivered onions or beef patties on Quarter Pounder burgers are most likely the case. The fast food giant has taken Quarter Pounders off the menu at about a fifth of their stores. Well, the region finally saw some rainfall yesterday. It had been quite a dry spell. Let's see if there's any more rain in the near future with Greg.
Yeah, definitely. We hadn't had all rainfall, at least at the La Crosse airport, until yesterday. So we picked up to 4/10. If you notice, we're still about 1 inch and 6/10 behind what we should be. Now look at that number. We might actually get fairly close to that number coming next week. We've got a fairly wet system towards the end, right before Halloween, and we'll get that in a moment. But we could catch up pretty close if we get the amount that would be setting up. But for the weekend, no precipitation in the forecast. Seasonable tomorrow will be more 50s, less wind than we saw today. That'll be the bigger difference. Milder on Sunday. We'll get those temperatures back in the 60s. We could see record warmth Monday, but especially Tuesday. That means more 70s and potentially some low 80s and warm temps at night too. And then we do have a very wet Wednesday. Looks like we have a period of wetness between Tuesday night going through about Thursday right now if everything shapes up. Really, that system's passed to us south. We got nothing downstream except just a few high clouds. Really, the bigger system's going to be the Pacific Northwest as you see the jets begin to pull north. So there's nothing to the west, which means we're going to have a quiet stretch of weather coming up, at least through this weekend. But there's your highs for tomorrow. Pretty close to where we should be. Upper 50s to around 60. The wind won't be as strong. It'll be more light and variable. We had a little bit of breeze out of the northwest today. More clouds a little bit in the afternoon, just some high clouds. Now going into next week, as a system begins to form out to the Pacific Northwest and dive south, it's going to pull all this warm air back up into our direction in the jet stream as we get Sunday, and then especially as we get into early next week, we're going to get warm conditions as they get rain and even mountain snow out to the west. This jet stream really is going to start pulling this warm air up to us, and that means record level warmth potentially through Tuesday, along with the windy conditions. And then by the time we get to the middle of the week, about Tuesday, this front that's going to be sitting right to our west will start to shift eastward and kind of set up right overhead as we go into Wednesday night, and potentially early Thursday. So we're going to have a lot of rain going on, even some thunderstorms with this too, as it kind of slowly works its way to our east. And by the time we get to, I think, Halloween Eve, we should probably be on the clear side, or at least we won't have much precipitation going on. But in the meantime, before we get there, the temperatures are going to start climbing up. Sunday, we're going to be about another in the upper 60s for most area, so well above average. And then Monday, potentially 70s, and that wind will start picking up too. And that'll be the other story going into next week, is the temperatures increase. Also the wind will be another factor to increase. Record high temps, as I mentioned. Tuesday, we have a potential to hit 80. Our record is 81. Upper 70s for Eau Claire. They have a potential to get up into that area too. I think records will be set. This isn't taking the fact that the overnight lows will be struggling to get below 60 at times. And then rainfall with the system. This is basically Tuesday night through next Wednesday night or early Thursday. Potential for 1 inch plus in some areas. Now this may change exactly where the highest amounts are occurring, but this could be a real good soaker a couple days that we desperately do need, and I think that's going to be coming next week. So that's what we're looking at overall. But this weekend, very pleasant conditions, really great time to take care of any yard work and leaves that you might have out there, because Monday and Tuesday, the wind's going to start picking up, so they'll blow away. That'll be the good news. If they're not blowing away by Wednesday, they're just going to be getting soaked with the rain that'll be coming in Wednesday and Wednesday night.
All right, so I'll plan accordingly then for this weekend.
Yes.
Greg, thanks very much. A spooktacular sight. An international amusement park is bringing its A game to some Halloween celebrations.
Monday on News 8 Now this morning, as Domestic Violence Awareness Month comes to a close, we'll examine the deadly risks in abusive relationships and how you can get help on Mindful Monday.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
Don't be fooled by Rebecca Cook. Cook proudly supported radicals who want to defund police, end cash bail, and throw open the border. Rebecca Cook, just another liberal trying to fool you. Congressional Leadership Fund is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Over the last few years, we've redefined what working remotely means, and so is the Ford F-150. Bring your desk wherever you go with a flat interior work surface. Drop down the tailgate to get it all done, and plug in what you need outside the cab with available Pro Power on board. How's that for upping your productivity? Tough this smart can only be called F-150. Get 2.9% financing for 66 months, plus up to $9,900 in total savings on a new Ford F-150 XLT. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
Insanity. Doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result.
Would you have done something differently than President Biden during the past 4 years?
There is not a thing that comes to mind.
Kamala wouldn't change a thing? Their weakness invited wars, welfare for illegals, while Americans struggle. Now Kamala wants higher taxes on top of higher prices. We can't afford 4 more years of Kamala.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
It's the weekend clearance at Drury's in Fountain. Incredible savings on America's finest furniture. We're clearing our showrooms to make way for fresh new introductions with hundreds of items reduced to their lowest prices ever. You'll save hundreds of dollars on top brands like Smith Brothers, Daniels Amish, and Flexsteel. Bedrooms, casual dining, sofas, even premium leather, all priced to go. You'd better hurry because you won't see furniture of this quality at these prices again. The weekend clearance, this weekend only at Drury's in Fountain.
Blaine's Farm & Fleet's Fall Workwear event is going on now. We've got unbeatable deals on quality boots and apparel to help your hard-earned dollars go further. Like $5 off men's work and sport flannels starting at $24.99. Shop new fall styles of men's and women's Ariat workwear and accessories. Get $30 in Carhartt bucks for every $125 you spend on Carhartt gear. Plus, save $80 on this Milwaukee 4-tool combo kit.
Don't be fooled by Rebecca Cook. Cook proudly supported radicals who want to defund police, end cash bail, and throw open the border. Rebecca Cook, just another liberal trying to fool you. Congressional Leadership Fund is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Plenty of houses in our communities are going all out in their own way to celebrate Halloween these days, but there may be a place over in Denmark that's setting a pretty high bar. Copenhagen's Tivoli Gardens is bursting with Halloween decorations and lights for the 19th consecutive year. More than 22,000 pumpkins are spread out through the amusement park, plus an entire Nordic village that's built right in the middle of the amusement park for visitors to explore. Looks like the kind of effort our Halloween enthusiast Greg Barnhart might appreciate. Yeah, there he is. And speaking of Greg, he's going to have one last look at your weekend forecast right after this.
Fall savings are on now at Home Furniture. The more you buy, the more you save. Get up to an extra 10% off sale prices. Right now, this 2-piece modular sectional is just $11.99. Plus, get 60% off all fall and Halloween decor in the market. Hurry in. Fall savings at Home Furniture ends Saturday.
I'm Rebecca Cook, and like most folks in Wisconsin, I'm somewhere in the middle.
Oh, please. Don't be fooled by Rebecca Cook. She made her living trying to elect Democrat extremists. Cook proudly supported radicals who want to defund police, end cash bail, and throw open the border. No wonder extremists like AOC are spending big bucks to elect liberals like Cook. Rebecca Cook, just another liberal trying to fool you. Congressional Leadership Fund is responsible for the content of this advertising.
With Chevy trucks, be ready for adventure. With power you can count on. Capability that doesn't compromise. A hard-working EV with more range than any competitor and the potential to take you anywhere.
Get 0% financing plus make no monthly payments for 90 days on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups. Or get $5,750 total value on this Silverado. Visit HometownChevy.com.
This illegal immigrant was recently arrested in southwestern Wisconsin for a sexually violent attack on a woman, a suspected Venezuelan gang member who entered the U.S. just last year. Unfortunately, Steve Doyle supports sanctuary cities that protect criminals like this, and Doyle opposed sending resources to secure the border to keep dangerous criminals like Alejandro Jose Coronel Zarate away from our families. Steve Doyle's failures are destroying Wisconsin lives. Steve Doyle, unwilling to secure the border, unfit to serve.
The pain level was over 10. There's days where I just sat and cried and asked the good Lord to take me. And my doctor recommended that I go to Good Feet and try the arch supports. And I took about 3-4 steps, turned around and went and sat back down and started to cry. It was the first time that I had no pain. I'm not an actor. I want people to know my testimony. I want them to know what arch supports can do from Good Feet.
See for yourself with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Have you heard Eric Hovde?
I am totally opposed to abortion.
I am totally opposed to politicians telling women what we can do.
Extremists all over the country have passed abortion bans.
Criminal penalties for doctors. No exceptions for rape or incest.
Women are dying just trying to get health care.
There are even restrictions in Wisconsin. This has to stop.
I am totally opposed to abortion.
We are totally opposed to Eric Hovde.
I'm Tammy Baldwin, and I approve this message.
Celebrate the season at Home Seasonal Concepts. Enjoy 50% off the merriest selection of trees, wreaths, garland, and all your festive holiday decor needs. 'Tis the season to sparkle and celebrate. Shop holiday at Home Seasonal Concepts inside all home furniture showrooms.
All right, a great start to your weekend, and even Sunday will be warmer, but tomorrow 50 is kind of where we should be. Less wind than we saw on Thursday today, which will be the positive news, and then it just gets warmer for the start of next week. In fact, record temperatures potentially Monday and Tuesday. Look at those overnight lows. That's actually higher than our average high right now. But then it's going to get wet, it looks like right now, some point Tuesday night through Thursday, and that could bring some significant and much needed precipitation. But enjoy the fantastic weekend and take care of anything you need to take care of before all that rain does come.
Might Tuesday be the last 80-degree we see?
Yeah, I'll say yeah.
To be continued.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us at 5.